So let's dive deeper into the COUNTIF function. We're learning about count, which is going to count those cells that have numerical data in them. Then we had COUNTA, which is going to count the cells and take away those blank cells. And now we have the COUNTIF. So now we're going to be counting cells based on a criteria. So we decided to pull from an automobile data set that looks at number of doors, body style, drive wheels, engine location, the wheelbase, the length, the width, the height, things that we don't really need to know a whole lot about at the moment. Engine size, number of cylinders, whatever the case may be. We just wanted to show you a simple data set where we can do this on numbers. We can also do this on text. So the one we decided to put together first is a COUNTIF of the body style. So the COUNTIF, first thing we want to do from a syntax standpoint is we want to have our range and we want to have our criteria. So the criteria is the same. We got to make sure that it is in quotations because it's text on this particular case, and we want to enclose it. So I did H4 through H21. That's the column or the range that I want to count. And my criteria is sedan. I want to count how many sedans are there in this data set. So once I do that, it says 13. If we want to check our work, we can just count by hand real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. So let's do it again. Let's do it for a different one this time. So we have count if. We want our range to be the same. So we're going to be here. Okay. Comma. But now I want to find hatchback. So you have to type it in exactly how it is in the data set. So hatchback. Boom. I'm going to count how many hatchbacks are there. There's 2. 1, 2. And we can do the same thing for convertible. We can do the same thing for wagon. And it would give us the same type of response. So that's the COUNTIF function. So let's do it for wheelbase. Now we can do it for a number. So let's say we do count if, and let's do wheelbase. Okay, so we have our wheelbase. And let's say we want to count the wheelbases that are over 100. So greater than 100. Remember, it's not going to add up the greater than 100. It's going to count how many wheelbases for each of these cars is over 100. So we equals, and we hit enter, and it's 11. So let's count how many are actually over 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Perfect. We could do another one. Count if our range, comma, quotation. Let's say we wanted everything less than 100. Boom. It's going to give us 7. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So we just did it for a number and for text. So that's a great way to use COUNTIF. Now, if you had a large data set of 1,500 different cars and you needed to count how many convertibles there were, how many sedans there were, how many trucks there were, using the COUNTIF will save you a ton of time. If you need to know how many of the cars in this data set had a length higher than 170, you could use the COUNTIF function. It's going to help you sift through all this data without having to count one by one and take way more extra time. This is just a quick, simple function to use. You can get the data you need, get them to your stakeholders, start making graphs, visualizations, whatever the case may be. So really utilize these COUNTIF functions because they'll save you so much time. We hope you find this useful. We'll be going into multiple criteria next with the COUNTIFs in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.